start button. This is one of the reasons right here that I really bought this or picked this particular charger is it has a desulfation mode. And I have a couple of batteries I want to try this out on that have went bad. One deep cycle and the other one a smaller lead acid battery that I want to see if maybe this desulfation mode will potentially save them. All right, so I just hooked it up to this big deep cycle 12-volt battery that I've been using for my trolling motor that went bad. I charged this yesterday, fully charged up to 12.6 volts, and you can see it's already fallen down since yesterday to 10.8. And you know, that's a dead battery. So I'm gonna try the desulfation mode on this battery and just see if there's any chance that I could possibly save this battery to be able to use it for other things. I've already ordered a lithium iron phosphate 100 amp hour to replace the trolling motor battery, this one here. But it'd be nice if I could save this one just as a backup or use it for other things around the house, whatever. So we're gonna test it out and see if it makes a difference or not. I'm gonna go ahead and try the desulfation mode. There that is. See it starting. Ooh, and instantly. It's just running at, Okay. Desulfation mode went really, really fast. And it already says complete on the right side of the screen there. I don't know, I was expecting something less quick than that. Actually, wait a minute, the voltage setting was on 6 volts. Let's retry this again. So that being said, when you go into desulfation mode, 6 volt, 12 volt, make sure to change your volt, make sure you got the right battery type. I'm at 11 volts though, so it helped. The little bit that it did do. So it appears it's going up to 0.9 amps and then dropping to 0. Builds up to 0.9 amps, drops back to 0. It's kind of what I gather from this. It's kind of interesting. So now I don't know how long this process takes, so I'm gonna let this run a while and then we'll come back to it and kind of see what happens after it's done. All right, it's been running for about 15 minutes, so I came back just to kind of look at it and check to see what's happening. And it appears the voltage has increased over the past 15 minutes from 12 point something, whatever it was, to now it's working its way up to 13.4 and then dropping back down. It's been 2 hours, maybe it's not 2 hours and 10 minutes. Here's what we got going on. It's made it up to 14.2 volts. All right, so I'm back to check it again after 23 and a half hours. So it's been going for 23 and a half hours on the desulfation mode. And mind you, this is a big interstate RV battery, SRM 31, but it's still running. It has not completed yet, and it goes as high as 14 and a half volts. So considering the fact it's been on for 23 and a half hours, I feel like it should have been done by now. So I'm going to take it off, and I'm just going to put charge to it and see if it holds. And then I'm going to go ahead and try the desulfation mode on this little AGM type battery right here, 12 amp hour. It should run through a little quicker, I'd imagine. So I'm going to do that right now. I stopped the desulfation mode, and I put the clamps back on there. And the battery actually is reading a higher voltage. It's holding right now at 13.3 volts. So, like I said, I'm going to lay the charger to it and just let it charge and see if it's going to take it or not. And then check it back in a few hours. So desulfation mode on this battery is completely different. It's running all the way up to 19 volts, 20 volts it just hit. So much higher voltage than it did on this big deep cell over here, which is kind of interesting. But we'll see what it does. Okay, so the desulfation on the little AGM battery is complete. It was showing 13.6 volts. It was showing a little over 8 volts before. And then this charger says done already on this big battery. We're gonna check the voltage on both of these batteries with my voltmeter. So let me grab that real quick and let's check it out. .86, 12.87, which is what it's supposed to be, which is absolutely amazing. And so the real thing is going to be, will it hold this charge over time? Because before, when I would charge it up, it would immediately start dropping. We'll say 12.8 if it was the same, 12.86, 12.87, it would drop 12.86, and then like 5 seconds later, 12.85, and over a couple of hours, it would drop all the way back down to the 10 point or the 11 point something volts that we started with. So I'm gonna give it a couple of hours and I'm gonna come back and check it. So let's check the voltage on the little AGM battery real quick. Oh, 9.56. However, I have not charged this battery, so we may need to put the charger on this one. But it is higher than before we did the desulfation. So we got the charging clamps on there. We got it set to AGM lead acid battery. The voltage is 12 volts, and we're gonna do 5 amps. And we are gonna start this puppy up. And we're off. All right, so I am out here in my garage one last time. I've got this big Interstate deep cell battery. Gonna check it one last time. It's been 24 hours. So I want to see if the voltage held or failed. So here we go, negative, positive. I can't read that backwards on the camera. 11.76 volts. So the 12.87 it dropped over a volt in 24 hours. And 11 volts would probably turn my trolling motor, but it's not going to do much. So that's pretty well a dead battery in my eyes. So the desulfation did not work on this. However, I will say this. When I charged this battery before the desulfation, it would drop that 1 volt in 2 hours. It held that voltage for a lot longer. I think if I had gotten this battery sooner or did the desulfation on it maybe at a regular interval, like once a year or something while it was still good, I think this battery could have lasted longer. I think it would have worked. But I think bringing it back from dead, I don't think is possible. So keep that in mind with desulfation. Do it ever so often. I actually have a cranking battery in my boat that's still good. It's a lead acid battery. So I do believe when I bring it in for the winter, I am going to do desulfation on it this winter because it's still good. And then I'm going to put it on a trickle charger, keep it all winter long. Let's check this little AGM 12 volt battery as well, which it never did get up to a full. Oh yeah, it dropped a bunch of volts down to 8.59 volts. So it dropped way down in 24 hours. So this one is definitely trash. It didn't even try to work. So there you go. That's using desulfation. Will it bring a battery back from dead? The two that I tried obviously did not. It's worth a shot. I mean, if you've got a dead battery around, it's worth a shot. I actually have another big dead battery down here that holds about 11 volts. I may try it on it too, just for the heck of it. So give it a try. And if you can get it to work, on a dead battery, hit me up in the comments and let me know about it, because I would love to know the answer if it's possible. And if you use it ever so often, if you already have one of these and you do use it periodically on your lead acid batteries to keep them maintained and working better, also let me know about that too. I don't know a ton about it. I've not done a ton of research. I just thought I'd try it. And I would love to know more about it and what your all's experience with that is. So if you like this video, hit that like button for me. Follow me along right here. I'm always doing reviews, boat stuff, hunting stuff, fishing stuff, all outdoor related kind of content. Hit that subscribe button for me. Just follow me along. And as always, guys, I do appreciate you watching.